By the end of 2025, Jin's impact can no longer be confined to charts or tours. He is actively reshaping one of the most enduring formats in global music: concerts. Hundreds of years of tradition, if not thousands, have treated live performances as presentation. Jin treats it as shared construction. And that requires more than technical skills. It requires an artist interrogating how people gather, remember, and belong, especially in a world where music is infinite but meaning is scarce. The scale of innovation goes beyond music excellence. It signals an artist thinking about culture, memory, and human presence in an era where sound can be replicated endlessly, but experience cannot. Let's take a walk down 2025 memory lane to relive Jin's groundbreaking year. First, let's talk about charts. Echo debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200 with 43,000 equivalent units in the first week. That marks Jin's highest solo album peak and making him the first and so far only K-pop soloist in 2025 to enter the top 5. It also debuted at number 1 on World Albums chart. This is his first solo number 1 and spent over 22 weeks on the chart, the longest run for any 2025 K-pop solo album. It ranked number 2 on top album sales. And Echo was also the top selling album in the US by any male K pop soloist in 2025 based on pure sales. The Carrier single Don't Say You Love Me debuted at number 90 on the Hot 100, and that is Jin's third solo entry. It charted for 30 consecutive weeks on Billboard Global 200 and Global, excluding US. And the B-sides from Echo swept the top 6 spots on the World Digital Song Sales in 1 week. And Nothing Without Your Love landed at number 1. It also made waves in Spotify. Echo just clocked its 1 billionth stream on Spotify. He currently has 3 billion streams across all credits. But this is not really surprising considering the Carrier single Don't Say You Love Me was the first Asian artist songs to hit number 1 on Spotify Daily Top Songs Global in 2025. It also became the most streamed non-fiction K-pop song of 2025 with more than 730 million streams as of recording. It has spent over 218 days in Spotify Global. All of these prove that Jin's 2025 run showcased incredible versatility and fan power. Jin's 2025 run showcased incredible versatility and fan power. Echo and its tracks kept resonating months after release, and he has proven his power extends way beyond charts. Let's talk concerts. Jin's Run Seokjin EP tour spanned 18 main shows across 9 cities, plus 2 encore stadium shows, all sold out and set multiple historic milestones. It ranked number 9 on Billboard's July 2025 top tours with 32.5 million gross from 12 shows, making it the highest grossing tour by an Asian solo artist in a single month. He was also the first Asian soloist on the monthly top tours list. It also placed him number 7 among the highest grossing K-pop tours of 2025. The overall tour grossed 46.1 million across 20 shows. Over 330,000 tickets were sold, and some revenue from the encore show are yet to be reported. He also made a splash on Europe, an area rarely ventured by any Asian soloist. But Jin registered the highest grossing European tour segment by a Korean soloist with 11.5 million from just 4 shows, 2 in London and 2 in Amsterdam. He also became the first Korean or K-pop soloist to headline London's O2 Arena with 20,000 capacity and first Asian soloist to sell out back-to-back nights. Jin is also the first Korean soloist to sell out Dallas American Airlines Center, which expanded beyond original capacity. He also drew the largest crowd ever for a Korean artist at Anaheim Honda Center. And Japan was not safe from Jin. He sold out Osaka's Kyocera Dome completely, including restricted view seats. They had to open it just for him, and earned the highest single venue gross for a K-pop soloist, 9.6 million for two shows. He also became the first to perform at the Incheon Moonhak Stadium as a headliner for his encore. Jin also collected trophies in 2025. He bagged the International Hit of the Year award for Don't Say You Love Me at the Break to Dough Awards in 2025. This is a fan-voted Brazilian award. He also secured the Fan and Star Choice Solo Individual Award at the Fact Music Awards 2025. This makes it his second win after the 2022 victory. He also got the Best Music Video for Don't Say You Love Me from the Korea Grand Music Awards or KGMA. That was held in November. And of course, he got a Bonsang, Fans Choice Male Top 10 at the Mnet Asian Music Awards, November of 2025. And then there's brand power. 2025 was a powerhouse year for Jin's commercial influence, and with endorsements spanning luxury, fashion, beauty, food, lifestyle, and more, he proved that he can run the numbers. Let's start with Gucci. Jin attended the Milan Fashion Week shows, generating over 1 million social posts, and he earned 9.75 million in EMV and 6.4% engagement rate for Gucci as per Lefty. Jin also became Fred Jewelry's first ever global ambassador, and they went all out for him. They knew his influence. They created several campaigns around him, like Catch the Sun, which was launched summer 2025, and a Regal December 2025 photo shoot. And Jin did not disappoint. High-end items sold out rapidly. Even a necklace worth over 95,000 US dollars was sold out. Then there is his contract with Lene as a global ambassador. And Jin was recognized as the primary driver of Amore Pacific's overseas sales growth, reportedly hitting 2.94 billion with strong Western market expansion. He also was the focus of Alo Yoga's Wellness Begins with Self-Love campaign, launched early in 2025. And that announcement generated 3.6 million media impact value in 24 hours, including 1.2 million from one Instagram post timed with Seoul flagship store opening. He is also the main face of Otogi Jin Ramen, and they launched a special edition package with stickers and his handwriting, and all of those sold out quickly and drove record exports and strong domestic sales. He is also the brand ambassador of Dongwon Tuna, and they used his single Super Tuna for their campaign. He was also chosen to represent Lucido L, a Japanese hair care brand, and that resulted to Mandom Corporation stock to rise 78% to a 52-week high. Trading volume spiked nearly 290%. Mandom Corporation is the mother company of Lucido L. Jin can certainly do it in all fronts: sales and market value. But of course, it's not just sales and charts and awards. Probably Jin's most consequential achievements unfolded live, in real time, during his tour where he quietly expanded what a concert can be. Imagine that, reinventing concerts. His concert was structured around participation. Fans were asked to arrive prepared. Comfortable shoes, raincoats, readiness for unpredictability. And those instructions changed how people entered space. They came prepared to engage, not just to watch. And the environment itself became a part of the experience. Weather, waiting, movement, and collective reaction shaped the rhythm of the night. Thousands of people responded to the same conditions at once, creating a shared emotional current that carried through the set. The music attached itself to physical sensation and collective memory, settling in ways that outlast the performance. Jin's interaction with the crowd reinforced that shared authorship. His banter, teasing, and spontaneous corrections acknowledged the audience as active participants of the art. When he joked with fans mid song or reacted to the responses, the concert gained immediacy and texture. Dialogue replaced distance, aligning naturally with audiences raised in interactive digital spaces. His creative authorship was, of course, just as visible. The concert happened because Jin insisted it should, despite compressed timelines, following military discharge, and limited venue availability. He made key decisions from pacing to staging and followed through. The result reflected intention and clarity, with the audience meeting him inside the structure he set. Jin undoubtedly started a movement to change the nature of concerts, something that has been stagnant for hundreds, if not thousands, of years. It used to be a showcase, but Jin made it into a participatory, living piece of art, one that he co creates with his fans. And then there's the narrative control. Another defining achievement of Jin's year was the narrative precision of Echo. Beyond its sound, the album stood out for its deliberate psychological structure rather than functioning as a loose collection of songs. In sequence, Echo traces the slow collapse of a relationship, attachment, tightening, emotional dependence setting in, attempts to escape, and eventual self recognition. The ending offers acceptance rather than triumph, leaving Jen alone but grounded. The album's lasting power comes from how easily the story inverts. If you hear it in reverse, Echo becomes cyclical and darker. Apparent self assurance gives way to nostalgia, recklessness, and emotional dependency until the opening track lands as an acknowledgement that the relationship is doomed from the start. Recovery and relapse blur together. That dual readability was intentional. Jin placed meaning in implication rather than declaration. Tracks like Don't Say You Love Me and Background hint at emotional imbalance and obligation without spelling them out, trusting the listener to sit with the discomfort. And sonically, the genre shifts support the narrative. Pop punk, country rock, and lyrical J rock mirror restlessness, false freedom, and drifting detachment. A Journey with the Clouds leans into metaphor driven storytelling, letting atmosphere carry the emotional weight. Within Jin's year and arc, Echo marked a clear evolution, a move from expressing emotion to constructing meaning that deepens over time rather than fading after the first listen. If there's anything that concert format actually proved is just how much of a genius he is in looking at things from a different perspective, because he really looked at things from the point of view of the audience and put himself as close as he could to having a one-on-one with every member of the audience. So I think he's gonna go down in history as a real mover and shaker of the live concert industry. And I can't wait until he progresses and evolves and do more as a solo artist. But just like any other BTS member, he said that his priority right now is the group. They want to come back as a group and meet armies. And uh, waiting, that's something that we can do. We've waited 2.5 years before he did the solo tour, as he started serving the military and started preparing for it. So waiting with while being busy with the group comeback is going to be very easy for us, and he's worth waiting for, right? An artist like that is worth waiting for. But I'm really excited. Okay. If there's anything that you want to add, please leave them in the comment section below. As always, you can say whatever it is that you want to say. Just please do so respectfully. And also do consider donating to the channel. We are porting all of the fund on our online magazine, asianentertainmentandculture.com. You should be seeing that on your screen right now. Please consider going there. If you have any suggestions, remarks, constructive criticism, those things will be welcome. We are on a soft launch, but we hope to do a formal launch by next year. We're just uploading as much content as we can. So please visit the website. Also, please follow me on X, Instagram, but more importantly on Patreon because that's where the community is. So if you're looking for people to go to concerts with or have a conversation with about movies, TV shows, music, current events, that's the place for you to go. And we do have a free tier just in case you want to try things out. And also, if you are a Patreon member, paying member, or YouTube paying member, I also have a members only live stream once a week and also some exclusive content. Those don't go public, so please consider supporting me there as well. That is it. Please like the video, subscribe, and of course, click that notification button. That's going to let you know when we have a new video published. And we do that almost every day. And the most important thing is to share the video. Please tell your friends about it. Send a link to your social media contacts. Leave a link on your social media, messaging app, email, text messages everywhere on the signature on your email, because that's going to push the algorithm to recommend this more. Thank you so much. And I hope you're having a great holiday. See you next time.